So tuzapunsa saranaga mbahinji. Koka muzagamba bingi ebiteka tebayo kyakuja bula show. So nienda kutandikana actually nokubabuuza you people, but whether you don't normally interact with the youth, they tell you have so many challenges. When baba youth baba South Division ngoba rimezibanya niki kumugomba yabo ibindi byo kwatandikono ukorera mu yanyu nabo tukikora ko ngabo tukikora nikashi. I want you to tell me briefly what challenges you face in the society. Yes. Lack of jobs, okay? That is one, and that is a common one. Because when they ask of those that are employed, very few refuse to that, okay? They don't have capital to do projects, to do the enterprises that we wish to do, and that is agreeable. Any other? So those two, we don't have jobs, and we don't have capital with which to start those jobs. Okay? And actually, you are not different from the rest of the youth. Yesterday, I was interacting with some youth, and this is what. Are you able to read this? This is what they shared with me yesterday. They agree with you that there is unemployment. They say there is high cost of living. I don't know whether you also face that. They say there is corruption in society. And you are saying, especially when you go to look for jobs, at times you are asked for some little money, they give it or big, I don't know. At times you are asked to be presented by someone, a godfather. So they say there is corruption. And others say that the education system of this country does not enable you to exploit your potentials. Is that true? Yes. This is what they told me. I'm happy the professors are here. And so they probably sometimes try to explain. And the clear presence that they are here, that they are getting into the community to skill you, I think that solves part of that problem. They told me there is tribalism, but when we are starting, the doctor here told you, here there is no color, there is no race, there is no religion. But my youth were telling me there is tribalism, and that it affects you to do what you are doing. They also told me at times there is some dishonesty amongst yourselves, that you don't trust each other, you can't work together, you can't promote each other, and generally, even in the society. You have dishonesty, then of course they talk of bad governance. I don't know what they mean. What could they have done? Bad governance. So happy our must know fine straight. Some of these challenges that we face in our society. Challenges hizi zitakuzamu tutabipipi na skills na ngone innovative ideas zokujambulia these challenges. The future is not bright. Komisho kuna hata zile So they told me this training is about entrepreneurship. And to me, entrepreneurship is about having creative and innovative ideas of transforming the ideas and the enterprises for purposes of addressing issues and socio-economic challenges. This is what I was socio-economic challenges. Nuzeze soarega za unemployment, is a corruption, is a bad governance, dishonesty, na ngwana nebi pepu agamba na nebi ambagambre ebyum society. How umuntu wena kuja kwa addressing game kuya giwu na naye kandi twena hano. Mwenye tegereza? No kushtamoka rotarwa employment. Dero kazo mchitanda ukagoyesha burangiti ukajiteka hamutwe uta unemployment. Unemployment emkono lyuzrechi udifumba unemployment kugashesha umwanya wo kuzakora wazahazara unemployment orahanya umukuyangirunji unemployment this is going to go away. So it is you and me that are going to actually change these challenges into opportunities and exploit them to transform this country. Hata ile yokwefumata byokorere mukono byabiha twimegere twirobore bezi twirobore mezi to ngwija kumaho hata nero byona ndabona basakogera na amina ndo basakogera na dera. So it is up to you to turn these challenges into opportunities and exploit them. Hata iwe kororo unemployment toka irani neno bakazaro wabanga bakazarwa ngai nangwa nabona umusharinga na birthdays tukwe nabana numurugano mucyaro cyumwe nabana numurugano division yego numurugano muri hangarumwe konka numurugano kushoma muri abana batano nangori yatungana class ya degree ningo buda tunga oreva atunga certificate indi nuza shanga zilindi wakati ngomo iwe kujarachi you kubur arrange because you are lacking these innovative ideas, you are lacking innovation. You turning the challenges into opportunities. Period. So tukuza material torra sana corruption or sana bad governance sana liha. Corruption actually starts with you and me, and it will also end with me and you. When it gets about you, so hate vyo ndia vyo material for passage na chiria. So I think this training is meant to equip you with skills to address that. Now, the government of Uganda has tried its level best, at least to do something about the challenges that we face. And let me begin by addressing you on the government policies that relate to entrepreneurship. At Uganda, a year ago, vision. Vision 2040. A G, then the Wago, a general road mapu, a national to see Hungary, Kujarangon Miaka, Kwazak Kemiaka, and Kumi Namakumiana, Hati Hungary, and very fully transformed. With Tacharagoro, with Tacharangara, with Tacharla, as challenges on his population is Toman. Happy Vision Edge. There are initiatives that are aiming at empowering you to be entrepreneurs in this society. Hata kama muramba gabo kufunga middle income status. Burumu kureka muda na tunga akasenta na kateko mushabo. Burumu kureka mwaino murumo ubukubasa kumbisa bo. ebyo byona bwe biri mu framework ya gavumenti etutebeekeza abantu bali, and especially youth. Ati bwa youth mukakimanyire but you are blessed. This government thinks about you. And I'm not talking about you, actually, I'm not politically, because I'm not a politician. Like, if you look at, for example, you are entrepreneurs, okay? And you are going to initiate business ideas, okay? Now, let me tell you from today, the process of registering a business in this country, registering a business takes 2 hours. 2 hours, and in my office. You don't need to go anywhere else. In my office, we have a program called TREP, where we sit, the local governments, where we sit with URA and sit with Uganda Registration Services Bureau to register your businesses, and it takes 2 hours. And guess at how much? What is the cost of that? 24,000. When how should go in a business? And do you know the importance of registering a business? Do you know the importance of registering a business? Of course, when you have a registered business, it means you can transact business officially. You can work with government. We can give you jobs now, but we cannot give you that opportunity unless you are registered. Okay? Now, government take over. Now, what government do? Even serious people, serious investors would want to deal with registered businesses. Okay? So, government has eased this process. Business registration. The other one is about to, I know most of you are or have been in school. Okay. This entrepreneurship training is at all levels of learning. All levels of learning. I think even the new curriculum, this entrepreneurship is highly emphasized. Last week, I think not last week, at the beginning of this camp, my daughter was telling me I need growth, I need a woozy, I need numbers are telling you that at man I should have so entrepreneurship of secondary, I'm not sure for primary, but at least for secondary, for the universities, these are some of the courses that they teach you. And I'm happy that even these universities are going an extra mile, even to find you in your communities, to reskill you, to give you this knowledge. And I wish you could know how much this knowledge can be paid for. Hatu warga kazawa wa professor wangu kushoma everybody mbaza kwa shomesa. You would pay through the nose. So when watu ndio mshawashi charaha mushome na wana section mongezi mujiteko. Government is supporting kilimo cha youth. We have several programs. I don't know whether you know any of the youth programs that are supported by government in your countries. Do you know any? Yes or no?
No.
If you know any of the youth-related project or program that government is supporting, put up your hand. Have you heard about the yoga? How many of you are benefiting from the yoga? How many? Konka and yoga exhibition. And government has invested a lot of money in yoga. We have what we call YRP, Youth for Livelihood Program. Have you heard about it? Yes or no? How many of you are benefiting from this? Angazi. Eh? You have heard of PDM? Eh? Yes. How many of you are in PDM groups? And by the way, for PDM, I think the instructors to give 40% of the PDM funds to the youth. 40% of the funds of PDM must go to the youth. But surprisingly, none of you actually will PDM needs. I told you last time I was in Yabungo, we were talking about PDM, but none of you. So what do we do for you? What do you think the government should do for you? But now that you are here, we are trying to reawaken you. Eh? Actually, as South Division, we have already received, I think, around 1.6 billion for PDM, which we have disbursed to the communities, to those PDM samples, 1.6 billion. And we're expecting much more. Hata milioni murra, milioni murra, hapo sende, milioni murra, actually sende nzako gangai. And the government will not find you single-handedly. It's very rare occasions. I government kuja kushangwa, ikakupikinga hivi just kuteleza sende. Ukipokuwa ni organized building, yung group. Hata kawasha ndoka direct, kawa support you. So the government is doing some work. Yeah, we have also, of course, you have heard of the WIP, the Uganda Entrepreneurship program. You have heard of that. I know most of you qualify. It's our child. I'm going to the road 18. I'm at the road 18. So you are beneficiaries, you qualify. But how many of you have been there? Silence tells it all. So, as suppose there's a government may take a message. And you know why? To address the issues, this is a lack of capital. Too much problem behind lack of capital. Why? Because when you go to these banks, these banking institutions, hati wanka you think back shabecha, and the kami murima bi nicha pachita ka dingecha any property in bank, yawaru na baraki. So hati government the jambo sentence tika kuri musako sako je ya cha, kurasa Nyakayojo musako za mwizi na dezini, So the processes of getting money, of accessing those funds, are a little bit flexible in those circles. And the interest rates are a little bit lower than central banks, than the commercial banks. Okay? So kindly join these circles so that you'll be able to access funds to fund these activities and the ideas you have generated after this training. And I think government is also trying to involve youth into the decision-making platforms. You have heard of the youth councils. Have you heard of them? Hati kumukuburi youth council nchukuyamba ku influencinga what goes on. Ahabo kuba hati mwanumbani mujira ngwitwe ito bamuzeyi kutukuba turukuriya hati bya youth kugira chi. But we need you to come also and tell us, actually tell us your story, because you can tell it better. You have we have youth counselors at all levels, including in our where we sit at the division. We have youth counselors, male and female. And see when they are debating, when they are talking, Of course, they have the passion for you. But how many of you have come to our council to see issues they are presenting on your behalf? You think that is none of your business? Eh? Our councils are open. You can go and sit in the gallery, listen to the debate, or ask those councillors that represent you to bring the issues that affect you into council, because it is from those issues that we can get budget support. How often do you sit with your councillors? Councillors are representatives. No, we hank. Hati. No, we hank. Look for them. And if you want them to look for you, I think actually we talk about those days. So look for your youth councillors, tell them your problems, so that they can get into our budgets and our work plans to have you supported. Our government to the even at our local level here, Msita division now, to the same dish mat in here. But how do we get those ideas? You're missing link, but I'm happy that this training is going to address some of those issues. Happy by youth, I think you are politically conscious. You know the political affairs of this country, and you know what you want, the kind of governance that you wish to have. So join that debate of contributing towards the better governance of this country. Hey, you are joining those leadership positions, and you are criticizing, how to turning it down. Okay? Poor leadership, poor management, who is going to turn this around? It is you and nobody else. Okay? I think when I talk about the information technology, I think each one of you has a phone. They never know yet video. Each one are only making a smooth. Eh? Hatkara kaya making a smooth away at Nawaji and Hey, at least in this era and age, everyone must have a phone. Okay? And at least a smartphone. This at least or at most? I don't know. At least should go in a smartphone. Hey, that you can log on into internet. Can internet happy? Eh? Now to none of the MBs are coming. But what do you use those MBs for? MBs are you never be this? TikToker. TikToker. Of course, TikToker. And you have various topics. How to say for things that are adding value onto you. TikTok. You can run business on TikTok. You can advertise on TikTok. You can learn on TikTok. Actually, one of your expectations is actually cutting across but I would also empower you to unlearn. Learn and unlearn. That should be unlearned. Shai Shatu. There are some things you need to learn in this training. Dr. Nina Nareva Shah, I'm sorry, but I need to end it here. So, in short, I was saying, the government is trying to put in place a conducive environment, especially for you, the youth, to conduct business. But use that environment well. I'm trying to know it. I'm surprised Washington government programs saying yes or no, I have to move the come to benefiting them. You know what happens about youth leaders and by counselor, by chairperson, by Hatago, those actions projected and don't blame them. Hatchman over college. So, Evia Nanketo to Atwabga, Breho, Evia Nankezo, employment opportunities. Using those programs, you can create jobs, you can employ yourselves first, but you also create jobs for others. Yesterday, we were disbursing money, I think around 75 million, some groups under this micro project support from the office of the Prime Minister. That is also another program. So, at the youth, and our offices are open. I hope you know where the division is. The division offices. So try to come to our offices and ask. We have a lot of information, but also read and search for information. Look for this information. Actually, this information is everywhere. Use the available resources, the ritual resources that are at your disposal for your personal development. There is this gentleman, Cosmas Maduka, a social entrepreneur. He says, my friends, and he's telling you, you are now his friends. But I tell you that unless you have a vivid picture in your mind of what you want to create, unless you have a vivid picture in your mind of what you want to create, you will not be passionate about pursuing and actualizing the goal. So have that vision of where you want to go, of what you want to achieve, of what your goals are. That is when you start patching pieces here and there, and eventually you will get there. Because we believe that where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is. Konkahati wago momore omweria ejeje seya hatsubweni to bayufi bakatugaho hate na employment iri yo kutwita ejeje seya maganya eseya jerachi eya maganya hatuzo munsi eje yo kuteka teka ngwebe nto rwasa kubaje nangano byo butarije kuteka mundu basa kubaje kana kuja kubisa jeniwe tukwe hati mu mwaka muri mu kitabo kire cya lamentations ombayibo no shoti mwe chuma amanyere cyo kana lamentations tumuko ngo hariyo na acts muzimangu ziriyo tumuko ngo hariyo na za revelations twatumurika kushoma kitabo cy'umuri hati to bayufi government katugaho ito bayufi stine sente ito bayufi emuntu yatugurura ito kuburi yo kozereki so atumurgo mu kitabe cya lamentations mushome na rebidi tukwe. So I want to implore each one of you to go work and not only work, actually working creatively. Had to go more agency ya procrastination. Dreamland. Iyo kuzaho ukashango umutwe ngo buriyo gukora konke bicweke byo mbere bindi bituzeki bya standstill. Umutwe muto buriyo gukora konke mukono ekefumbata ebyere ukabara kugenda mutumaka hatejo mbageta procrastination. Tukwe. So I want to end here. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much, Mask, for inviting me, and I hereby declare this training open.
It's by the end of the training, you want to become entrepreneurs. Now, entrepreneurship is going to sound new to some of you, but as we go deeper, you understand what it is. But in a nutshell, we want you to start your own businesses. For those that have their businesses, you get more skills to how to make more money. Is that money that goal? Yeah. Money is the goal, yeah? Yeah. So make more money, and also you learn what makes a good business idea, and also you start your own business practically. So we've not come to sit, we are going to keep on our feet the whole day. So that is why Doctor said we have food, so that also keeps you energized the whole day. So this is going to be our 4-day schedule. So we are going to learn about introduction, entrepreneurship, and sporting ideas. So today it will be about entrepreneurship ideas. Then tomorrow we can develop those ideas and do some financial literacy. I had during expectation someone saying accounting and finance, and I'm thinking, oh, we might actually meet our expectation after meeting everybody as well. Then on Thursday we shall be starting our business ideas with 50K. So shall we use some 50K? Start these ideas, and then we shall expect some profit. Then you give back our money, you take the profit. That's all. Then on the 4th day, we shall have business planning and presentations. How do you present your idea to the politician? Instead of asking specifically for making rice at the funeral, you're asking for money to put in your salary. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we are going to have to present our ideas. As town clerk was here, how can you approach town clerk and give this idea? Don't ask 1,000 to take a cigarette, but 1,000 to invest in your mechanics business. So before we start, we are also going to set some ground rules. Yeah. And what we have to agree on some rules that will guide our interactions. We are going to have conversations, and it's going to be super chilled, so no reading a lot of academic papers. We expect to have an interactive session. So, which rules can we have as we interact with each other? You know what rules are? Mateka chicken, akaino kufuga, lakini one. What is our no, just for so some of the rules maybe so Mateka, what do you like people to do during this entire session? You put up your hand and speak. Huh? Which rules can you have? Not dozy.
Not dozy. That's a good rule. Not dozy.
Okay. Yeah, not dozy. If you feel like you want to sleep, let us know and we energize ourselves. Yeah, so if you feel like, yo, I'm getting sleep is coming, please let us know and we energize ourselves. So, not dozy. Clear. Another one? Time management. Some people came right. Yeah? So, time management. Let us respect each other's time and come here. Time. Another one?
Having discipline.
Having discipline. What does that mean?
Be disciplined.
Be disciplined. But not mean for people, but be disciplined. Another one? No absenteeism. If you're started today, you are going to take something. You see the 4 days? They are like a story, right? If you miss one day, by the time you come back, hey, things will be get a and getting out. Like they come in the door. So you need to really be present, come on time, because if you miss one session, you'll miss that entire day. Even if you came like afternoon, you come here and you see flowers. Like things will not be working out. So for what you've come today, please, we expect you to be here until the 4th day, yeah? We all want to graduate from the process, isn't it? Yeah. Huh? No absenteeism. So tomorrow I want to see George, I want to see JB, I want to see Helen, I want to see Alan, I want to see my Joanita, I want to see myself, I want to see Carol, everybody, yeah? Huh? Respect others. Respect each other with respect. It's good respect others. Respect. Something else? Still making noise. If you want to speak, put up your hand and you speak. If you feel like you're not heard, don't start shouting. Just put up your hand and say, I want to. Is there anything else? Anything else from you? It's okay. They are good. That's it. Our phones in silence also. Yeah. You're going to say that? Oh, you're thinking yourself, yeah? Yeah. Our phones in silence. Please put your phones in silence so that good morning once again.
My name is Organised. I teach at Mbarara University of Science and Technology, so I'm taking you in this session. And I'm glad that City Club has listened to my work. Much of what I want to tell you, it has shared with you. So it will be more interactive, asking a few questions so that we'll move on. So we start with the first question, which is what is entrepreneurship? And I took some ideas from you. What is entrepreneurship? We talked much about it. So any idea you can talk about, and then you can add it up. So when we talk entrepreneurship, what comes to your mind? What is entrepreneurship? Just feel free.
33.
So someone starts a business and is employing others. Any other idea about entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship, the act of coming with business ideas, to start out a business so as to employ others and employ yourself.
So you are promoting something, he's saying starting a business, employing others, and then you are promoting a business idea. Then what is that a business idea? Because before we talk of entrepreneurship, you need that idea. When you talk about, don't be there thing. So what is that business idea? Because it is the starting point of entrepreneurship. So anyone who has an idea, what is a business idea? We have many people in businesses, as you shared today. Someone is mechanic. So what is a business idea? Something that you can start up as well as giving you profit, that is
Something like an innovation to solve a particular problem.
you are solving a particular problem, there was some idea. So when we are talking of that business idea, you are having that, you start with an idea in your mind. You think about something that will take you to another level in terms of solving a problem, in terms of doing something that is within your reach, as we shall do and as we shall see. So in entrepreneurship, we get to that person who is an entrepreneur, because entrepreneurship is a process. By the word ship means it is that process of doing something to achieve a specific goal. You are solving a problem, you are trying to reach a certain market, you have your targets, beneficiaries, and you are doing something in order to make a profit. So what I want us to note here is that an entrepreneur is that person who is solving a need or a community problem for a given group of people, but the ultimate goal of an entrepreneur is to make some profit. So when you are in that business, you want to make some money. So when you look at our, how do we call this? Are they emojis? Are they? So when you look at the first symbol, what does it bring into your mind?
Spanner.
Okay, spanner. So spanner, what does it do?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Spanner ni kwa children kuzama entrepreneurship problem doing something. Spanner, what is the use of a spanner? Excited sana. So there is some movement somewhere. He needs to get to the local and you need that to solve the problem. Then when you go to the second emoji, what are you doing? When you look at that, what is this? Someone is angry. You have it, sorrow, sadness, so someone is angry. And that means there is a problem, he needs a solution. So you are coming up to offer that one, offer that solution. You have your tool, now you want to solve a given community problem. And after solving it, automatically the third person is now what? Now happy, and you as the entrepreneur, you have what? You have the money. So at the ultimate end, someone is happy, you have solved a given problem, and you also have what? You have money. So an entrepreneur must solve a problem to a given community, but again, he must also get some money. So now a small activity. Why is entrepreneurship important? Just as was, just discuss among yourselves. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and then 5. Just in 3 minutes, try to discuss and tell us why you think entrepreneurship is important. You don't need to go into group 1. Mr. Person give you a sense. Let's be real. If we have understood what entrepreneurship is, entrepreneurship and we shall come to know the qualities. But for now, if you have understood an entrepreneur, you are solving a problem. But at the end of the day, you need to if you just do business and you are not gaining anything, you are not an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur must, at the end of the day, make something. So entrepreneurship in the community, why we need entrepreneurs in the school, training center, the different centers you come from, Arturo, etc. Why is entrepreneurship? Group 9, 3 minutes, then one will share with us. Whatever
It creates employment for people. It creates employment opportunities to people in the community, and it also promotes economic growth.
Economic growth, and standards of living. Okay, thank you. Then there is another reading group. This is Brian.
Also employment. Organization, the growth of our ideas.
Thank you very much. So we find both groups are having that is this is Alpha.
Certain commodities, and someone comes up with an idea, so that this is an idea, when that person provides commodities to people, another one is that coming up with different ideas for people and coming up with a solution. So, business entrepreneurship brings solution to the problem. Another one is providing solution. Sometimes just like when someone starts up a business in the community, you find that person is dealing with issues that people that need to work. So entrepreneurship solves the problem of people having decisions.
Then another group that is working is original.
There is improvement in the community. There is creation of great opportunities. And contracted employment if there is entrepreneurs activity. Creation of great relationship among the entrepreneurs.
So they are not done.
Yes. One, it helps us to expect these kind of resources. Let's say you're there, you're like, of course you have to these kind of resources in the community. You fight, like we have our stones, we found people, one, Then you have it also provides market. Farmer, let's say you come here, you say you want to start this production of chicken feed. You will provide the market for those people who grow this in their village. Then another point here, those are also government business. If you find that maybe you and others are doing business, government will also be benefiting from that. So that you see the population. Then it's
Thank you. Have you presented? So we see many ideas coming, and that is the importance of entrepreneurship in our society. And from that, of course, many ideas have come up. We can increase on our list what we have and add all the different ideas we have gathered. So when you know the importance, of course, that is when you start developing that business idea. Because when you want to solve a given community problem, then you must know where you come in. We call it a niche, or that gap that you want to fill. So if we are talking of providing a market for banana farmers, what are you going to do to provide a market? So when you are developing the business idea, I may ask you a small question before I come to the next slide. What helps you to develop a business idea? From here, you may want to start a business. So where do you get that business idea from? From people already in the business, you can listen them, you make just some idea. Where else can you? From books, reading, like the class was telling you, you know this. So if you say that you don't know, you need that, you may get some idea. The needs of the community, that can also give you practical advice from other people, from the media, yes, from other entrepreneurs, those who are already in business. You can even, through your own initiative, creativity, your hobby, what you like most, and you build on it to have a very good business idea. So the next activity is, you have developed an idea. You know the importance of entrepreneurship. Now you have said many stuff, but are you going to remain there? Have you seen of people who start businesses and then after 1 month the business is not there? So basically, how can you remain there? How can you be successful? In your areas, you know different entrepreneurs. They are at different levels. How can you be successful? 1 year you are still there, 2nd year, and people refer to you. So when we are talking of an entrepreneur and a successful one, I want us to do that again very quickly. In your similar groups, think look at you are where you come from. Look at entrepreneurs who think are successful. What are they doing? What are the qualities? Why are they successful? Let's be qualities of a successful qualities, I may need only 3. Self-time,
Oh, the first one is customer care. So customer care. Then another one is to be good paid. Just like here in our training center, there are many people operating businesses. And you find that when customers come across you, they are coming to support on you and you are abusing them. So you should be competent in the business. Another one is welcoming. Just like when you're operating a business and you see customers coming across, you should be welcoming. Hey, customer, just like so like that. That makes you to persist in the business. Another one, it is smart move. Like when you operate in a business, like you're selling sodas, and your soda bottles are full of dust. When a customer comes, rub on that soda, you give out to the customer so that it should give out that customer a good heart to come back again to say that this kind of business person is smart. Another one is the poor location. Or location, yeah? I'm going to explain that. Location is like setting up a business in a poor location, just like the operating a pork joint business in a place where there are Muslims. Are you thinking that those people are going to support you? That business is going to be, yeah? So, business location is locate your business at the right place. Then another one is the products you're selling. So, before operating a business, you should see in which place and which products should you sell in that particular place. Just like you could find like in some village places, you're going to sell sodas, yeah? And those people, just like I'm going to sell this soda. You find that most of the people in village places, they like warrant, yeah? And you're selling sodas. Those people are going to tell you that you bring soda, so which means those sodas you're selling, they are going to spend a lot of time in the business, which means that you're not going to make money.
What is always successful in business? Number one, the respect and love customer. When the customer comes, say welcome, madam. Say welcome, sir. And another point, be patient and faithful. When in the business you are not faithful, you can't be successful. If you don't have the hope, customer, you are not a businessman. Be social customers. When the customer comes, don't fear the customer. Relax and feed the customer. Be creative and make it. When the customer comes, when you start the business, don't look like you are a high level as no. This is the My name is Osvaldo. First and foremost, and the entrepreneur should be flexible, be free to everyone. Sometimes you find the one in the counter is like a Muslim. When a Christian comes, you pass it as it. Why you understand what I mean? Faithfulness. When like a customer comes, says pack for me 3 kilograms, then moves, you pack 2.5. Be faithful. Respect. Then image of the area where you're in. You may find the demand needed in the area you're in. You're in the village, it's where you set it up your business, but you want to be roasting your chicken, what more, and the village area, you need of these means of yours, you just eat chicken alone. Another thing, to be good conduct. Good conduct, how you're receiving. Conduct everyone, like how you receive, how I came, talk to me, or why you have something, or why you don't have it. Otherwise, thank you.
I'm going to read one quality of the product. If your product is bad, or it looks very bad, so you may find that you're going to deal with that product until you're falling down. So, honestly, you have to be honest with the people you're working with in that product. 3, taking risks. When you're going to start a business, make sure that you also plan the risk in your business, because it has to be there. 4, having a good brand. You have to be having a good brand to that business, most especially the people you're working with, because you may find that you're planning a good brand to that business, but in the other one, you're planning the bad business, the bad brand to that business. So you have to be having the same brand, which will be the good one to that business, so it may continue going forward. The other one, willingness. You have to be willing to do that to that business. Thank you.
Don't manage your skills. This may be record keeping. When you start your business, you need to start recording your losses and the profits of the business, so that you can know how your business is. You know how your business is it growing or it is collapsing. Another one, carrying out research. This can be market research. You can start a business
which has a market, which has a high demand. You cannot start a business which doesn't have a demand. Another one is customer care. Another one is decision making. You need to decide, I'm going to start this business, which I will manage and maintain up to its stop.
The qualities of a good entrepreneur or business, you say that the management of the business should have related characters and should trust and respect one another. Then you will have customer care, as people have said, and also qualities of successful business. There should be like advanced marketing and advertising your business. Then time management, perform duties, respond to customers and other things. And also like the management should be trained enough to understand how to manage businesses. Thank you.
What is a successful business? The customer must be faithful in whatever she is doing in the business. Or I mean the businessman in the business. Self-confident. That person should be When happiness smile, your last one. Always stop. Your business be always in a good shape. What that the customers can always come to your shop. You should always satisfy the customers' needs. Always keep your business clean. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we have picked qualities of a successful business and even the one person that business. Shanghai, my accountant, there are some where you say if you don't have money, you go. So, in mind, he should know that the customer is the king, and then he is there to what? Satisfy his needs and also get some. So, as a prayer marker says, you must have all those qualities. We have what? We have highlighted, and they are all very important. So we see risk taker, creativeness, you are persistent. Now what I was put today, don't close your business and say business. I have a daughter who started a business of making mangas. So when two customers made comments, she gave one. The first customer so she increased on the size. Then about so she gave her, told her that this person is not a what? It's not an entrepreneur. You have to get the comments and keep on improving till you get what people want. They will not always be positive comments. So all those are different qualities make us successful or fail. So Joanna comes back again. Yeah. Thanks so much.
We are going to decide on how to clap or how to appreciate, right? Yes. Yes, because I realized that to clap, others do this, yeah? So how should we clap? Who wants you put up your hand again? You want to clap? Who wants to give us another way of clapping? Stamping. More stamping. What is the other one? 100%. Okay, so if Dr. Cook is 100%, isn't it? 100%. Yeah, so he's going to shout it, not me. So, yeah, so let us go ahead. So, if you want to clap like him, he will start for us. If you want to clap like him, he will start for us. If you want to clap like her, she starts. Yeah, so we can organize. So, we are having 5 points of the business. I realize that we all know what it is. So, what we are going to do is to just find a bit on the future. Now, there is one thing that is very important. There are 5 points, and we are going to go through all of these 5 points together. And the first point we are going to go through is knowledge, skills, and time. So, most times we have everything. We have resources. We have when town clerk asked the first question was no employment, then they said capital, isn't it? But you have the knowledge and time, right? So, the first point is you have to have the knowledge, skills, and time to do that certain business. And we are going to dive into it, yeah? So, understand more than writing. Because no one will read this book after we've left here. I can put 100 pages somewhere. Nobody is going to go through the notes today. So, not bad. Don't lie to us. We know everything. So, we are going to go to knowledge, skills, and time. So, what knowledge and skills do you have, which can be turned into business? Again, today it's about identifying the business idea, right? Who of you has a business? Already has their own business? Put up your hand. Straight. So that is one point. Straight. I said straight. If you do this, it's not sorry? Okay. Sighting. What's it? Albert. We clap for Albert. We have 3 people who are supposed to be that inspiring. So you start and then everyone just goes. So we clap for Albert. Albert, what do you want? Which clap do you want? Stamping. Who else has a business? Sugar cane grower. Which clap do you know? Okay, good. Thank you. Your brush. Coffee grower. We have businessmen here. Yes, coffee grower. When did you start? 1 year back. So making a lot of money. The business is the strategy. Okay. That's right. So what clap do you want? We start for him. Okay. So we are going to take 5 minutes to discuss with our neighbors which skills and knowledge we have that we can turn into business. What do I mean here? What can you do that you think can turn into a business idea or an opportunity? Like me, when I sit in my home, I really like to do this and this. Or when I'm in people, I like to do this and this. That you think can turn into a business idea. So just turn to your neighbor, yeah? 2 people. Just turn to your neighbor and have that discussion. So after that, I'll take it. Which type of Which knowledge or skill do you have that you think can turn into a business? Yeah. Which skill or knowledge do you have that can turn into a business? You have to think about it. So it doesn't have to come right now quickly. But I'll give you 3 minutes to think about it, then share it with me.
Creative logistics.
Are you done discussing? Okay. Okay, so this is what we are going to do, yeah? Share your neighbors' knowledge. So we shall, just quickly, 30 seconds. So if you spoke to me, you share this, we'll share this. Get that? To see whether you understood your friend. Okay, where do we start? We shall start from MK. You should put your name.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we together? Yeah, so which knowledge and skills did you find out from your neighbor, and your neighbor which knowledge and skills did you find out from you?
Decision making.
Sorry? Speak loud.
Decision making.
Decision making. That's a skill. Can quickly make decisions.
Yeah.
What did you find out from him? Did you proceed?
Customer behavior.
Customer behavior. Okay.
Communication and skills.
Communication.
Leadership.
Leadership. Being honest. Research. We are talking about it. Yeah, don't think about it because it was.
Yeah,
They are managed from other businesses. That's it. Hey, grocery. Mobile money. Brick making. Book making. Baking. Bigger.
Alguna talla.
You people speak with the energy, eh? Yeah, I don't have to come to it. Don't feel shy about what you say. What you are saying is right. Salud. Grocery. Tell you what? Life resources around anything that improving the coffee pouring. Okay, so we come back here, right? So we've had what everyone can do, right? So what we are going to do again, when you're thinking about what starting up a business, the main thing is why have the knowledge, why have the skill, and why have the time. Therefore, that you say salute, right? And then the next day you go there, they are somewhere else. The other day they are somewhere else. It means they don't have what? Time to concentrate. So it's very important. That's why it's our rule number one. If you have the skill and knowledge and time, then you can do something. Another one is market and customers, which we are going to go into by reading a story that you have in your workbook. Have a getting story. The story. It's not there, so I'm going to. Yeah, so we are going to get into our this again. Yeah, where we go by people. And then we read that story, yeah? So this is that movie, yeah? So you're going to read that story and find out things that you feel it works well or work well, right? So please listen so well and read. I'll give you only 10 minutes. One person reads and others listen. And the secretary summarizes the key points. You don't write the transcript. One person reads, then the others give control what you like about it. So I give you all 5 minutes at 11:45. Okay. So, who understands Uganda? Friday. Who understands Uganda? Okay, so what we are going to do is remember that we put our rules together. We said no dosing, time management, being disciplined, don't be absent, ask questions, respect other people, no make noise, want the time. So if someone breaks these rules, what should they do? What should the punishment be? I forgive you aside. Because you forgive the already. What should we do? So the person will dance for us, eh? Yeah. If you break the rules, we play music to dance. Okay. If not dancing, you choose what you want to do, but you serve a punishment of dancing for us. Okay, so what we are going to do is, which lessons do we learn from what we read in our main story? Which group is going to share? Who was the first one? Yeah, who is sharing? Which lessons do we learn? Yeah, let's stand up. We listen, huh?
Again, the story, we saw that when starting a business, you should not do things that should cost you a lot of money at the start. Because we saw her collecting the seeds other than going to the story, we showed somewhere. They cost her money.
Yeah.
Then the next thing was to be courageous and hardworking. seek advice from other people in the business, the way she seeks ideas from the people that are in the markets. Learn how to market and advertise the business.
Marketing and advertising. Okay. Can we clap for clap for him? Who else wants to share this book? What did you learn from the story? Yeah, there. Yes.
We've learned from the story of Saladin that we should have a knowledge to start a business. We should be able to face the competition, compete with other businesses.
Competition.
Other thing, the quality.
Quality.
What are we going to start with the business with?
Okay, so clap for him. You want to share from here? What lesson did you learn? Oh, we didn't learn. Andrew is going to share. Hands for Andrew! Andrew, clap for us.
We have learned to be courageous and hardworking for encouraging the story. And we've also learned to always be hopeful when starting a business. At first it can fail, but at last you can achieve something.
Okay. You all listen, eh?
Okay, that's all.
That's all. What did you learn from what Andrew said? What did Andrew say, Arnold? We're going to say it. Yeah, go ahead.
Work hard. Making your research from other people around the business.
Yes.
Research?
Correct.
Being patient.
Being patient and persistent. Clap for. Who hasn't shared? What looks like this book is.
Lessons learned from having story. Seeking advice from other people. Selling different products, not depending on one product. And having a good location.
Location. Okay, we clap for her. Your name is Morris. Okay. Is there any other share? Did you crochet? Where others? It's one group. Okay. Cool. Okay. So all the things that you learned from her story are correct, and I think we need to clap for ourselves for summarizing this story very well. So give ourselves 100%. 100%. Okay. So what we are going to do again is to just summarize what you've spoken. But we need to be better with our competition. Remember, I had somewhere is know your competition. You need to know who else is in the market, right? But for you to outshine that person, you need to offer better quality. How is yours different from the other person? The second one, offer better customer care. We are back to smiling. You said in the beginning. Don't be gloomy, you smile. So customer care is very, very important. You be friendly. Someone said, be social. I think Daddy said, be social. Yeah, smile. Don't be gloomy. And the last thing, we talk about better prices. But also, with your better prices, you should be able to make profit more. You don't offer better prices by not making profit. You're not charity. Yeah? So you need to make money off what you're selling. Everything that you're going to sell, you need to make money off. Again, we are back to the basics of the 5 points of a good business idea. Knowledge, skills, time, market customers, which you've learned from the story. Third is competition. and you have income, you have to make some profit off that, and you also have to figure out your sources of capital. As we go on, we are going to really dig deeper into these key points. You let me know if I'm being faster or if I'm speaking faster. Cool. So we'll learn more about profits and startup capital moving forward, but also today we'll only be focusing on what you need to make profits of a business. We've already had the tea. So we need to check some bonds already. Yeah? Okay, so we go back to our center. John is like, hey, we are going there. Okay. Hello. So when I say hello, you say hi. Hello. Hello. So what we are going to do is we are going to play a game called Fire on the Mountain. No, I said about it. Yes, we are going to run. There's fire. So we need to run. Yes? And I can don't teach our language. But now, when I say fire on the mountain, you run. And shout, run, run, run. Otherwise, you're going to shout to not get a present from God. So you need to run and shout. Because you want to tell your neighbors that there is fire on the mountain. So you need to run. So when I say fire fall, you look for people. Yeah, you look for people, right? When I say fire, you be 5 people. You try? You are good? So you don't run like that. You have to do run. Huh? Okay, fire on the mountain! So when I said three, if you're 5, you're all out again. So make sure you're really like exactly. Now for this case, all of this will be out. Okay. So fire on the mountain, So, when I said fire 3, these 2 people came and grabbed me as well. Yeah, what? They were right. Because there were 2 very isolated, they're like 2. Who do we go for? They just came from So, again, the next thing that we are going to do is spotting community opportunities, right? You said, remember when you said in the beginning, you need to know location, you need to know who are customers are, you can't be starting up a coffee joint, a Muslim household, and things like this. So the most important thing that we are going to do is to spot opportunities. Every business starts with opportunities. Well, where are the opportunities that you can tap into? You don't want to do what everybody is doing, but you want to know where is the opportunity for me. So we are going to work in groups again. So you shall have 4 to 5 people, and in your group you will have to know. Yeah. So in the beginning we created just like this, but for now I want us to separate ourselves, not work in the same group. So we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So you 1, 2, start. 2, 3, 4. 1. 1. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 3, 4. Okay, so 1s are going to be alone, 2s will be alone, 3s alone, and 4 alone. And so, we can do that now. 1, if you say 1, just form your group. If you say 2, form your group. Hey, you need to move from where you are.
All the ones here, all the 2s, 3s, and 4s. So all the ones be here. So all the one come here.
So what you are going to do is you are going to divide the group again. Your own age, yeah? So we shall divide the group again, yeah? Into 2. Yeah? So divide this into 2. Your age? 4, yeah? 4, yeah? And then here, how many are you? 9. 1, 2, 5, half 5. Answer 1. Your mommy. Okay, so just separate yourself so that you have more okay. So I know that you did come from the same household. Did you come from the same household? Yeah, so time to know each other. So ask your friend where you come from, what's your name, what food you have. Not the other person. So yes, just understand. Don't again, my name is You don't have the child. So just to know each other, you have the name. Please, when I again say group number 4 and all of you don't know your names, I'll be very disappointed. Yeah? So just know each other's name, where you come from, and what are your strengths. Strength. How can I What's your strength? Remember in the beginning we talked about knowledge and skills, yeah? So I want to know of teach us all, what can you do? Yes. What can you do? Just tell your friend. I'm giving you 2 minutes for that. So it is only 2 minutes. Please don't talk a lot. Like my judge comes from this ancestral. You don't want to know about the judge. That's the way. Strength. What is strength? What is strength?
That's correct. They know. What does it mean?
What you can do. Yeah, what can you do? Now you are in the team. What can you bring to the team? Since the actual money, what can you bring to the team? So after introducing yourselves, I want you to give yourselves a nice name for your group. Now I don't want to, I want to call you a name. So give yourselves a name. No wrong answer. So we give ourselves a name after we introduce ourselves to our team members.
This is the next.
See you.
one leading the session. Okay.
Okay, so everyone has a team name? Yes. We have our name, eh? Yes. So this is what is going to this is what's going to happen. So we should know each other's team name, right? So that when we call this team, we know they are the ones. So each team is going to tell us their name, and we are going to shout and clap for them for their nice name, isn't it? We are going to cheer them up. Yeah? It's the only time you can hear those names. So make some noise when someone mentions their team name. Okay, which team name do you want to start? Which group wants to start? Okay, we listen to them.
Our group is called Winners. My name is Precious. Our group is called the Winners.
Next.
You can start from here. You come like this, coming like that.
Okay. I want to hear the woo-hoo.
Brian. Yeah, it's.
My name is Mr. Christian. Our group name is God is Love.
Our group's name is Young Entrepreneurs.
Albert Sky Shooters team.
The Achievers.
You remember all that? We should really remember because names, eh? Yeah. So how many people do you remember?
I remember God's Hope, ours. These are winners. The lights.
You don't say here, you shout and say we are the ones, Okay, so he knows something. Clap for him. Okay, so today, again, just for those that are facing the other side, just shortly. So today what we are going to do, I'll keep reminding you Okay, so I'll keep reminding you on why we are here today, like on day one, basically to figure out opportunities and find business ideas. So when we are going to find business ideas in our communities, we have to figure out what opportunities are there. So the first question we always ask ourselves, is there something that people want but they cannot get it? Is there something that people want but they cannot get it? I'll give you time to reflect on that later. Secondly, is there something that other businesses, maybe restaurants, border borders, roller stand, market vendors, etc., want but they cannot get it? Mechanics, etc., but they cannot get it. The other is there something you can do better than existing businesses? When someone was coming here in the morning, they said, have confidence. This is where confidence comes in. Are you sure you can actually do this? And you have the confidence that you can do it better than other people. So this is when you spot the best opportunity. Other businesses just start out of the blue because your parent has told you, please go and learn how to make hair, right? Yeah. You think it's the business that you want, but is it that people want in your community, or there's something else that you could actually do? With your knowledge, your skills, the time you have, and what is in the market, which customers are you targeting? So these are key questions as we move forward. Of course, in your groups, we'll start reflecting on these particular questions so that you figure out what idea that you want to take on. You're going to reflect on some of your needs. Now, sometimes it's you who has the need, but sometimes it's your neighbor, or it's your family, or it's your community. So the way we identify problems, needs, opportunities is that sometimes you're pissed at something. For example, there are people that feel bad if when they're riding on a border because they feel unsafe, right? So what are you going to do about it? It pisses you off, so what? So for us today, as entrepreneurs, we answer the so what. As other people are going on with business as usual, for us, we are still thinking about, then what, right? So sometimes you have the problem yourself, or you have some wishes yourself. Sometimes other people have this particular wish or need that you want to solve for them. Entrepreneurs are problem solvers. They are not people that are just going to start something because the ultimate goal in the beginning is not to make money. It's about solving a problem that turns into an opportunity and make profit off that. It's what makes an entrepreneur. So you are an entrepreneur if you've identified a problem and you're working on it and you're making money. You are an entrepreneur. Secondly, you talk to people. You can't understand other people's problems if you don't speak to them. Again, remember, on our rules we said no dosing. So, again, the rule says no dosing. So whoever is dosing is going to dance. Isn't it the punishment? Yes. So please, make sure I don't see you because you dance. So, another is talk to people. When you speak to people, you understand their problem. If you're designing something for people that are physically challenged or they are lame or something, the way you call it, you can't design something for them or a business for them or a solution for them if you don't talk to them, isn't it? Because you are not one of them, so you need to talk to them. So when you speak to them, you understand their problem better. So entrepreneurs speak to their users all the time from there. But you know, when you go to buy cooking oil in a supermarket or in a normal shop, have they ever asked you, how is the cooking oil you get? Huh? Have they ever? They ask, what they do? They ask. At times they do. So you've gone and they put cooking oil of 200 shillings in the Kavera. Have they ever asked you how was the cooking oil you get? Some ask. Some don't. Which percentage does it? The many or the few? The many don't ask. Now, what makes an entrepreneur different is they ask and they get feedback. We go back to her example of someone making chindazi and then they give her feedback, then she's like, so at the end of the day, you need to be able to accept feedback. You talk to people. Another thing is observing. There is something in your community that you look at every day and you want to solve a problem because it's a problem. So this is also how you identify other opportunities. So we are going to go back to our groups. So Elite, I want to remember all the names. sky shooters, birds, hope, and everybody. Aramwe. So we have so we go back to our groups, eh? Otherwise, I'll make 2 people start dancing here. Can we go back to our team now? So that we brainstorm. So yeah. So what we are going to do in our group scriptures. So we are all going to get big papers so that we write on it. So on your group, choose who is going to be the person to write, right? And who is going to lead the team in the discussion. Eh? So who is the secretary and who is the leader. So every group has a marker and a paper. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we are going to think about any challenge or problem you see in the community and it pisses you off. Just write it just write everything. There is no wrong answer. Eh? So write everything that pisses you off in your community. Or the problem you see, the challenge, that you're not happy with. You're not happy with, you need done and things like this. You can also consider these other questions. Is there something that people want but they cannot get? Something So what you're going to do is we are going to select 2 problems only that you want to focus on throughout the week. For now, yeah? Right now we shall select 2, then I'll tell you where we continue. But for now, let us select 2 challenges that we want to work on. 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, so you've written 10, you want to. So go through as a team, not one person to decide for everybody, just decide as a group and which ones you want to take. Jobs is not the problem. Jobs is not a jobs is a good thing, isn't it? Yeah, having a job is nice. So, yeah? What it does. So look through the problems that you have and select only 2 of them. Again, remember, when you identify an opportunity, you have the knowledge, skills, time to do it, isn't it? Yeah, so when you say poor leaders, then I don't know how you do it, but anyway. So, select 2 focus areas that you want to do. Select 2 focus. Select 2, considering the strength you have, the strength you have, etc. If you have one, it's also okay. So select 1 or 2. So if you have only 1, you feel like all your problems are not problems enough. You select 1.
It's also much better if either you or someone that you know has faced that problem.
Yes.
So you don't think about the problem that you think is there, but you're sure the problem exists, and now you can go and talk to these people and face that problem.
And another thing about the problem, because I've been looking around and the problem is you guys want to solve the bad roads, the leadership. How are you going to solve bad roads? So, just helping you understand your problem. It is something micro, something small that may be disturbing you, your sister, your brother. Think about something small. Don't start thinking so big. I've seen corruption. You don't solve corruption. And as you said, this problem is something that when you go out to the community, those people are going to tell you, yes, this is the problem. Okay? So it is something that you think is there, and then the later stage you're going to go out and people tell you, yes, that problem is there. So think small, don't think corruption, big. Small.
the paper I've given you. Okay, hello? Hello? And when you start telling yourself things, also tell for me. You're feeling yourselves alone. Okay, this is not what you are going to do, yeah? So for the paper I've given you, you're going to write the problem now. The problem that you've identified. At the top, don't write in the middle. At the top, at the top you have paper. We write the problem. Yeah. So when after you've written, let me select from the menu, write one there. Now, again, just attention. When you say lack of market, I want you to tell me which market, right? Because sincerely, we bought pens for all of you, isn't it? The person who sells the pens has the market today. So when we said, okay, there is no lack of market for what? Is it pens? Is it pencils? Is it soap? Is it what? So I want you to be specific and say lack of market for this. Otherwise, don't say lack of market for food. Yeah? So when you have the problem, you're going to identify which particular thing is very expensive or which particular thing doesn't have market. No solution. Right now, yeah, that's the problem. Please don't talk about solutions now. Yes. So you say someone Okay, so you have a problem. Okay, so we are going to present our problems. So we are going to start with if I remember the group name, I'll just call you. So some of you are praying, I don't remember her name, but I remember. Okay, so let us have elites. Guys, your name is Elites, right? Yeah, so tell us about your problem. So we listen to their problem.
This is Tuangirema, the Elites group. The problem that we've seen around the community is expensive household items. For example, soap. As you know, everybody uses soap, and soap was from 2,000 to 4,000. So that's what we've seen, and that's what we can try. So,
okay, clap for them. Sky shooters. When I call people's name, you hype them a bit, eh?
Thank you. As they have said, we are the sky shooters, and the problem we have seen in the community is inadequate firewood or inadequate fuel. For example, in Nyarubungo, people from Nyarubungo, you know better, and we have come to know that problem, and the solution can be there.
Okay. Clap for sky shooters. Abamwe. Okay, we listen to them.
By name is Abamwe group. For us, we have lack of bread or snacks in our community.
Lack of snacks in the community. Snacks, yes. Okay, we are going to have House of Hope. You're surprised.
Come in front, come in front.
What we have here is enough market for agricultural products. Yes, I also agree with you as we may think that we have the market, but the market we have is not enough. You can tell me that, like you said in this market, you can tell me that you have the market that it is not enough. Why? You find you have a bunch of matoke. When you take all the line months growing that matoke, growing, whatever, but after all you find someone is giving you only which means people are if the market is enough, you will find great upstream.
So you want to first focus on matoke or all agricultural products?
All the agricultural products, but for this case I gave this example.
So also help us to a bit define which products exactly they want to start with, eh? Yes. And now we shall have winners!
We have a problem problem of high costs of essential goods. For example, books. All students, you know that problem of high costs of books during going back to school periods. If you can start a project of making books maybe of low cost than those of big fair and others.
Okay. We shall have God's hope, isn't it?
Okay. Yes, for us, we singled out a problem in our societies where we come from is that there's a problem whereby people want access to chocolate products, but they are very expensive. So for us, chocolate products, products containing chocolate, they are very expensive. So for us, we want to utilize the chocolate, the cocoa that is grown in Uganda here to make chocolate products, and availability of that raw material, we can find it easier and cheaper other than people using the very expensive chocolates that are imported. So that's our problem.
Again, at this point, we are not thinking about solutions. We want problems now. Have you ever seen someone who wants problems? We don't want them. We shall have young entrepreneurs.
I'm called Rita, young entrepreneurs. Lack of market for fruits, for example, grapes. People at our village, they are uprooting their grapes because they are lacking market for them.
Okay. Manange, who remembers the name of the last group? What's the name?
The problem we have here is unlimited markets for grapes. In our area we produce much grapes, but there's no market.
Okay. Wow. I think these problems are really exciting, isn't it? So we clap for ourselves. That clap was not organized. So we give ourselves 100%. Okay. Cool. So whatever you found out is your thinking is there. You might think grape farmers are having challenges with the market, but you want to really verify if they are really having the challenge. So, for us to do that, remember again we said you talk to people, you observe, right? So we are going to be able to talk to people to find out if this problem is existing. And for us to do that, we are first of all going to find out who is facing the problem. So we said lack of market for grape farmers, right? Or grape, I don't know, they grow their farm. Yes, grape growers. Yeah, so we are going to see who is facing the problem that we have, we've identified. So quickly, I'm going to give 3 minutes to each group to write down who has the problem exactly. Because I'm not a grape farmer, isn't it? So I don't really care. So if you say Joanita, it's a wrong target group. Yeah? So right now we are going to identify who is facing the problem. And that is why we are going to sit in the group. That's why when I'm saying right at the top of the paper, I wasn't just saving paper, but I wanted you to write now other things down. So in 3 minutes, bullet like just write down who is facing the problem exactly. Who do you think is facing the problem? Right now it doesn't have to be specific. Just who do you think you're solving the problem for? So again, don't write someone's name, for example, Jacob, right? So who is Jacob? Jacob is a grandfather. So just write for me grandfather. You will go to Jacob later. Yeah, so just, yeah, don't just use the name. No solutions now. Please don't talk about solutions. Okay, so we've all identified our target market and people facing the problem. Okay, so I'm going to continue. In case you're not ready to continue, put up your hand. Who is not ready to continue? Whoever is not ready to continue is still talking. So who is ready to continue? Who is ready to continue? Victor, where is the talk? The reason as to why we understand the person facing the problem is we are going to go and speak to them. Remember when we started, we said an entrepreneur solves the problem, right? So you're going to solve the problem for yourself, or for your neighbors, or for your community, or for the country, right? So for you to do that, you have to know who faces the problem so that you help them solve it, right? So we are going to have a case study, and we are going to talk about Fred. I don't know if it's the hand so that someone reads, but yes. So who has to read for us? We are going to talk about Fred. Now the name I'm going to remember offhand is the name that will read for us. Morris, you want to read for us? So let's listen to Morris reading. We are reading Fred's story. Want to read? So stand up and read. It's a very short story.
Fred is 33 years old and noticed that many of his friends who are into poultry farming are complaining about the high cost of chicken feed. He wants to do more research to find out if this will be true and if other people also find the challenge.
Okay, we clap for her. Yo, are you happy? Okay, clap. It's not there. Okay, we clap for her in an organized way. Okay, so we read Fred's story. He identified the need of poultry feeds, isn't it? And then he wasn't the only one facing the problem, but also other farmers were facing the problem. So he's going to solve the problem for his friends. So when we are going to find out more what the challenge with the problem is, we always have some questions that we ask ourselves and ask these people that we've identified. So whoever you've written as your target customer or your person that you're going to design something for, who has the problem, are the people that you're going to go to ask these questions. Right. So today we are going to ask some questions. But I'm seeing some people already dozing. So can you stand up a little bit? Okay, we are going to do Simon Says, Who has ever heard about Simon Says? So when I say Simon Says, sit, you sit, right? But when I just say sit and you sit, you're out of the game, right? Until I say Simon Says, you do that thing. But if Simon doesn't say and they just say sit, then Simon has not said, right? Are we together? Simon says stand. Okay. Simon says sit. Sit. Simon didn't say, right? So you all of you will be okay. So Simon says stand. Simon says jump. Jump. Simon says talk to your neighbor. Simon says talk to your neighbor. Talk to your neighbor. Simon says sit. Okay, so we have these questions, 5 questions that we need to ask our target people, the people that we have written down, and we are going to ask them in the afternoon, not now. So what we are going to do is we are going to do a role play on how to ask these questions, right? So what that means is that we are going to go through these questions. The first question is, how do you normally buy? If you are going to do Fred's example, yeah? The questions that you'll ask are, how do you normally buy your chicken feed, right? We are going to make this fit into the challenge that you've identified. How do you normally find the market for your grapes? You get what I mean? Then second question is, do you have any problem with the chicken feed? Do you find any problem with buying soap or something like this? So you're trying to figure out what the problem is for this person. How much do you spend on chicken feed? So I also want to know the price that they spend. You might say something is expensive, yet nobody feels like it's expensive apart from you. So you need to find out if that person feels uncomfortable with a certain price. Then again, how often do you buy the chicken feed? Now, if someone is going to say, I last bought the chicken feed 3 years ago. 10 people have told me 3 years ago. Is it still a problem? Is it still a problem? So the reason we ask that question is to know if the problem is still existing and something that we want to have a solution for. Which other solutions have you tried already? So you might say people don't have the market, but they are doing something. So you need also to find out who else is in the market. This is when you know your competitors. This is when you know which other solutions that are already in the market. So you're going to answer the following questions and you'll map out things that you're going to do. But before we do that, is you're going to do a role play on how to ask these questions. Yeah? So do I do it with you? Cool. Or someone already wants to. Who has ever asked a stranger questions? Someone you've never seen, but the first time you see them, you start talking to them. Who has ever done that? Well, when you sit in a taxi, we are looking at when we arrive where we are going. So who has ever spoken to someone in a taxi? A stranger. Out of the blue, you start a conversation. Nobody, yeah? So this is going to be our challenge now. We are going to challenge ourselves to speak to strangers. Some of them will be strangers, some of them will be your parents or your brother or your sister. Whoever is facing the problem, so it doesn't matter. But you need to be able to speak to everybody that you think fits that particular target group. So we are going to do a role play with Noah. So are you the one? I interview you, then you answer. So we are going to use Fred's example, and let us imagine I am Helen, and I'm going to ask a question to the person that does chicken feed. And Noah, let us imagine Noah is the poultry farmer, and I'm Fred, right? So I'll just start.
Now, if you want to then start with.
Yes, please start. Hello, hi. Can I speak to you for 5 minutes?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, very fine. So,
please, only 5 minutes.
Yes, sure. So, my name is Joanita. We are doing some research on our businesses. We want to start something for our community, and we are doing something around.
Which community are you from?
Konjiri.
Okay.
Yes. And so I want to ask a few questions since you're a poultry farmer. I want to find out a few things from you. One is, so I'm Juanita again, and do you mind telling me your name again?
Okay, I'm called Noah. I'm a poultry farmer. I have about 1,000 chickens. If you can get me people to buy my chickens, I'll tell you something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you start the chicken business?
About 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
After COVID.
Oh, sorry, COVID was.
Yeah, very much. It was a hard time for me. I lost my job. That's when I started.
Okay, so what do you feed your chicken?
So, these feeds I get from the market side. They tell me that they can mix for me different things. I don't know their names. They just tell me that you buy them, your chicken will grow, but they will grow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you normally buy like one type of chicken feed, or you have various types?
So at first I was buying one type, and the chickens were not gaining weight. So what I did was someone told me that you can mix different kinds of feed and give it to me. I still bought it more expensive, but my chickens still don't gain weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any problems or find challenges with the chicken feed that you have right now?
So now the chicken is that I have 2 types of chickens. I have the local ones and the broilers. For the local ones, still I feed them, but in 3 months, more or less they have the same size. For the broilers, they even die 2-3 weeks after they are born. So I don't know.
Okay. So how much you always spend on the chicken feed?
About 3,000 to 4,000 per kilogram. Yeah.
And you buy that every day?
Every
monthly?
week, because I buy it in about 50 kilograms at once.
Okay. And how much is a kilogram?
3,000.
3,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So you told me some of them die and everything. Have you found out any other solutions?
Sometimes they tell me that it's the vaccination. I bring the doctor to vaccinate them, but still they don't stay long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I'm sorry about whatever you're doing. So yeah, thank you for your time. I'll just take this information and see if I can create something better for more other
But can you get more people to buy my chicken?
Can see about that. Can I have your number?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Can I send that?
Thank you so much. Okay. There's nothing that you can't do by just talking to somebody. You can speak to them, right? I just don't know. So what you're going to do is you're going to speak to people. So from what he has told me he has a problem, isn't it? So I put down everything that he has told me. The biggest thing to do is, who was speaking more? Is it me or no? No, I was speaking more. So to call at 80%. You speak 20%, he speaks 80%. Because it's the person with the problem. Don't own the problem again. You're asking somebody, and now you're also starting telling them your problem. So, since you're going to interview this person, allow them to tell you what their problem is. And they have said they only have 5 minutes. That Qatar is a so you need to get that. So who wants to be an interviewer and who wants to do an interview? So that we see what we're going to do. Yeah? We shall do the same.
So for example, those who are facing the challenge of soap, one of you can interview someone and one volunteer can come. Let's do it quickly.
The ones for soap?
Yeah, the ones for soap. Because I'm sure everyone showers, right? Does everyone shower? You wash your clothes, right? So everyone uses the soap. So one person can come there from the audience, one volunteer.
Yeah, one volunteer.
Who uses soap? Otherwise, we shall assume you don't use soap.
So who uses soap?
Okay, pick up.
They use Makapali.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then 1% from the team from yeah.
Thank you.
So, just to highlight when she's coming, make sure you first of all stop the person, you tell them, do you have time? Don't force the person to talk to you. If they don't want, yeah? Then when the person is talking, please, let's respect them, let's listen. All of a sudden you don't say, you're lying, stop lying. This is the person who has the problem, right? So what happens is be formal, tell the person, respect the time. If they tell you only 5 minutes, only take 5 minutes, right? And at the end, make sure you either take their contacts or you know where to find them. Because when you get a potential solution, who's going to be your customer? It is that person, right? Yeah. So, stage is yours.
Who wants to be the interviewer?
So she interviewing is the interviewer.
Can interview, she's the soap user.
What is the soap?
She's the
She's asking you.
Yeah, she's
a customer who uses soap. So for her, she's saying that she wants to find out if there is a soap problem, like if soap is expensive. She wants to ask you questions. You're a person who uses a soap.
So the challenge is in facing with soap.
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
How are you?
I just wanted to ask you some questions about the period we find. It's about soap. Is there any problem with soap? Is the price affordable?
I'm much pleased to meet you. My name is Nyakayojo-Katukuru. As I'm using soap. I'm saying wrong.
You're using.
find some challenges using this soap. I find sometimes the prices are fluctuating, and this time the prices have been high. Not high, but very high. Because I know these days the price increased from 2K, 4K, even with 7K. Okay? So you see that challenge, mostly it's a challenge.
Okay, thank you. But we are solving the problem whereby we as the youth, we are trying to make some soap in our community, and we shall be selling you at affordable price. At least we can. You say the bar soap is now at.
The bar soap, this the blue one is around 3,500, 4,000 depending on where you're buying it from. And this is the 1 kilogram is around 7 pieces. So if you're coming up with that idea, I think it's a good one.
You now have the idea, we say we need the soap at 3,000. We as the youth, at least we can call it less profit or not too high. So as we as the community, we can bake a big deal.
Oh, that is a very good idea. So I personally, I will come in and think other people use it.
So can you get me market for my soap as I bring it?
Yeah, of course, personally use soap. So I think you start with me. I'm something I will customers and you get more customers.
I'll give you a contact.
You have it.
Okay, we are going to give feedback. What did you like? What did you think they should do? What did you like from this interview? Yes. Self-confidence. Something else? Yes, she was confident. Is there anything else that you were saying? Yes, please.
I think that she's going to put
it's nice that she said it. Okay. Now, I want to start from where he stopped. Now, at this point, please don't talk about what you're going to do. Please, again. That's why I didn't say we are making chicken feed. No. At this point, you're finding out the problem. That is why, when she spoke about the solution, the interview ended. There is not so much that you can get after talking about the solution. But when the person is still curious why you're asking them, but they're just telling you that information. So at this point, don't be tempted. I know sometimes you are tempted, but don't allow the temptation to talk about the solution. Yeah? So at this point, you're trying to understand the problems that the person has as you note them down. When you come back here, the solution might not even be making the soap. It might be different. But because you've already biased your head, you will not think outside the box. So we need to just figure out problems. This actually is about problems. Don't talk about the good news. Yeah? So, again, very confident. You need to be confident as well. Don't forget to check the number, the name of the person, and also sometimes finding out how much they are earning. Because if you say soap is expensive, and the person you're going to sell, maybe in future, you're going to sell soap at 3K, but you asked him and he said, I can only afford soap for 500 shillings. But then remember, you didn't ask the person how much they're buying the soap they're already using, isn't it? So you need to find out how much they're buying. Also, sometimes when it's flexible, you can ask them how much they are earning. What do I mean? Don't ask people, so how much money do you get per day? Just tell them from a range of 1K to 5K, 10K in a day, how much do you bring? Because then it will help you in future to price your product. You get what I mean? And who you sell to. So that's also an important question. If someone is super friendly, you can also ask them their age. But sometimes people don't even say their age. So you can say, oh, I think she was between 20 and 30. Or 50 and 60. Oh, we actually asked someone 8 years old. Because for me, you come here and explain things and I'm thinking, maybe you spoke to a 13-year-old. But in your head, you really saw an 8-year-old as you speak, as you asked the question. So it's good also mention an age bracket somewhere. Don't ask how old are you, but you can say, are you in 40s, 50s, 60s, 80s? It helps you to know who you're going to sell the grapes to, right? Cool. So, so we are going to go into our groups. Remember, we are going to use the example of chicken feed. Now I want you to map out which questions you're going to ask your people. So for you as a team, which questions are you going to ask? Are we together? Huh? So as you look at the example, think through which questions you're going to ask. So on your templates, on your workbook, there is a part of our questions. So after you discuss them, you can write them there.
Okay, Let's come back here for a second. Guys, so I'll tell you one thing we shall add. So as we go, we are learning new things. Right. So, for example, when I say one singer, you say one song. Yeah? Because at the same, you can only hear one song, right? Can we listen to different songs at the same time? No. So when I say one singer, one singer, one song. Thank you. I love the energy. So, as we did the role play, now is the time for us to go out. Yeah? Go out to the community, go out to the people that we think are facing this problem. Yeah? And what will happen is that after we have lunch, yeah, your task until 3:45 p.m., that is 15 minutes to 4, yeah, will be to go out and move around the community to find the people that face the challenges you've written, yeah, and based on the questions you've developed. So if you look at the second page here, I have given you the example of good questions, example for Fred, yeah. So you can take inspiration from there to also frame the questions you'll be asking to those people. Yes? So each team is supposed to talk to at least 10 to 15 people. Yeah? So in this coming hours, you have to go to 10 to 15 people. What that means is, whether you're going to divide, if you're 5 people, are you going to divide 2, 3 people or 2, 2? Yeah? Or you think all of you can go across? But now if it's all of you, someone will think that you're robbing that. That 5 people can divide. So what will happen is, make sure you utilize your time within this given hours. Immediately after you have lunch, yeah? You quickly go out and do the interviews and come back. And after that, we'll have the most interesting activity of the day after, yeah? But before that, before we go for lunch, I want to invite a very important person who's with us today to come and talk to you. Now this person is the local coordinator for this training that we're given, and he's also the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Finance from Mbarara University of Science and Technology, and he's also the Principal Investigator for this project that we're running. Kindly, with a very strong hand clap, let's welcome Associate Professor Charles Kazova.
Thank you, Noah. Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Now, kindly look at somebody next to you, you're sitting next to. Look at his or her face, please. Just, and smile for him or her. Just smile for him or her. Are you doing that? Smile for him or her. I just look at my daughter here, I smile. Now, but there is a claimer, please. You know that smile which you have got from your neighbor, from the person, the smile which you have got. From yes, which you have got, it's not his smile, it's my smile, because I hadn't greeted you. It's my smile, not the person next to you. Now you are here for a reason. Did you ask yourself why you are here? For a reason. At the end of the 5 days, we just want to put you somewhere Friday. We want your comfort zone, what you are doing. What you are doing, we want you to appreciate. And when you are moving forward, you are an enterprising. Somebody enterprising. Somebody doing things that come out. That's what we are looking for from you. Sometimes we have got these words, takeaway. Do you know this takeaway? You go to a restaurant or somewhere, you want to buy something. It's my what? My takeaway. Ask yourself here, what is going to be your takeaway from this training? And we have got excellent trainers. Joanita, we know, Noah, Baguma, Reni, Sahana, then Prudence, and everybody, and Manasseh. They are excellent. Ask yourself, when you wake up in the morning and you are coming here, since morning, please, Isaac, what is going to be your takeaway? Don't go empty. Don't. This is your central processing unit. This one here. This one here. This one here. I want you to put something forward. This is your head. Those who know computer, they say CPU. Central processing what? Unit. Now in your central processing unit, what is going to be your takeaway? What's going to be your takeaway? When I was coming here and joined this, what you were saying, this is your name. When we were coming here, she was just mentioning what is the problem. One time I was staying, I had finished the university. Makerere University many years ago, because when I said I finished the university in 1984, you said this is an old man, but I'm certified. I'm certified. Now, when I finished, I went and stayed in a rented accommodation. You know, they call it a whatever. That's why I stayed. I had my own room. It used to be a big house. Now there was my neighbor. Was staying in another adjacent room. But in my room, his room, there was a door. But the door was always closed. He was using another entry. Are we together? You can imagine I would enter here into my room. I would enter there, the other person, this was the door, would enter their side. That was my accommodation. That was my accommodation in this bank. It was my accommodation, and I was very happy, by the way. But let me tell you, you know this problem. The rent somebody was charging us. You know, we call this lady here. She would also always say, you come. And we didn't want to go and look for how she was staying to pay the what? But my colleague who was staying in the other room, because of the problem which was mentioning, high cost of rent. Slowly but surely. This is what he did. He told me that I didn't even know that he was doing that. You can imagine. Now he started buying, you buy cement. You buy some things to use for what? For building a house. You can imagine he was in one room like this one, and I was also in one room. He started buying those items, putting them in the room, putting them one by one. But for me, I didn't know. I would be seated outside, I see him coming with a bag of cement. I see him coming with an iron. I see him coming with a spade. I said, I didn't know. Then later on, I started, and I can tell you what happened. Because he was putting things inside, and he couldn't swim. And because the whole place was congested, we started getting rats. Underneath this door here, the rats, those small ones would come. When I chased them, they got very safe. Because they had net height. But we were happy. Now, after some time, taking one by one outside, then later on, to cut the long story short, do you know what he told me? I'm shifting to my own house. I said, when did you build the house? Then he started narrating. Did you see me bringing items, taking them outside? He was building what? But remember, there was a problem which was trying to do what? So colleagues, friends, I want you from today, praise, I want you from today, think of a problem. Don't continue being there and mentioning things are not going on well. Things are not going on well, and you are doing nothing. I want you to wake up from your comfort zone, please, Dixon. From your comfort zone, wake up. Wake up. Wake up, please. Wake up. Start thinking. Try to be enterprising. One time I was in Kampala and I was sleeping in a hotel, a 5-star hotel. Then I woke up and I got a friend. I said, jump in the car, because I wanted to go and see what people are doing at night, 3 a.m. in the morning. Spring. Enterprising. do something. Think of even these projects, what they are trying to say, what is the problem? Don't leave it here. You know, this problem which you have already identified in the community, we want you now, because if you are a smart person, in the head, you are a smart person. These problems which you brought, I'm sure there were many problems, but it brought yours and it was accepted. And all the information which you are going to get from the community as you do what, the only thing, take it and go. And of course, we need something. We need something. As I conclude, there is no gambling. What is Sports betting. For example, you remember those splash for cash and houses and the rest of it. That organization, somebody had even done his, you sit down and you come up with a business. Now we start saying, now we come and squat. Gambling. Instead you get calculated risk. Calculated risk is, you can imagine, calculated risk. You sit down and say, if I do this one, I succeed, I may not. You know something, you look at the positive, you look at the negative, the challenges you are likely to do what and the rest of it. Why not? For example, this gentleman, I don't have a good mirror over there. You think he has got this business just by gambling? Go back and package what you want to do. You package what you want to do. And of course, you shouldn't be big for God. God will come into our place. With all those many words, please, I would want you to start small and keep growing. Try even harder. I will tell you, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and...
So now, we have gone out to the field to do research, yes? We talked to different people that might have faced different challenges, yes? How many people did we interview? Each group can tell me, how many? 10. How many? 9. How many? 12. How many? 1 person. Okay, how many? 1. How many? 2. 2. How many? 4. Everybody? 5. Okay. So now, what we shall do is this, yeah? Based on this template, we are going to understand the people I've interviewed. Yes? What that means is, for each person, we have a name. Because I'm sure you asked the person's name, yes? So we're going to write the person's name, number 1. What are his or her core challenges? What challenges did they tell you that they face? Is it not being able to get soap because it's expensive? Is it because grapes are not being sold and they're getting spoiled? Yeah? What are the core challenges the person has told you? Yeah? Then from there, we shall go to existing solutions and what is not good about in yourself. So for example, I'm going to use the example of the soap. Let's say the person is Noah. Yeah? What is Noah's core challenge? Noah cannot afford soap, so I'm not showering, yes? Or soap is very expensive. So that's my core challenge. So existing solution, either one, I'm not using enough soap, yes? So meaning my clothes are not very clean as they used to be. Because if I was using one soap to wash, and now I'm only using a quarter, will I achieve the same amount of cleanliness? No, yes? So that might be my existing solution. So if I cannot afford a full soap, I'm getting a quarter, or I'm getting a full one, but I don't have any money after. Yes? So this one is the existing solutions and what is not good about them. Yes? Lastly, any other relevant insights the person has given you. Any other relevant insight means what kind of information did the person gives you and might help you in your solution. Yes? Have you understood? So now in a group, what we shall do is in the coming 30 minutes, for all those people we've interviewed, yes? We're going to put their name here So for example, if you interviewed 5 people, you put 5 people's name here. Yes? And for each person, you put his or her core challenges, the existing solution that they use, and any other relevant information for that person. Yes? Any questions? Any questions? No questions.
What I'm saying, the people that they ask, they all have the same.
If they all told you that this is happening, you write it.
So now, we shall distribute the flip chart, yeah? So each group, you have to draw this table on a flip chart, then start filling in, yes? That's what we did for the problems, yeah? Cool? 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 Okay, so I've given you 30 minutes, yeah? Let's quickly organize in our groups and write down the names of people we've interviewed, yes? Okay, let's already start. Each person, you write their name,
Okay, there are also tables there, so I think you can find right here.
The 3-day interview, all three of them. Who was it? It was you, right? Yes. So meaning that problem is prevalent in the society. So now what happens is that now we want to go through the flip chart. Yeah? So what we've written on our flip chart and spot where you find similarities in the information. So for example, from the people who were doing grapes, yeah? Grapes. Yes, so grapes are here. If from the 5 farmers you interviewed, yeah? 3 farmers have told you that most of my grape is being spoiled, yeah? You have seen that pattern in the farmers. Now same thing with the other challenges. We're trying to identify what similar challenges do people face from the 10 people you interviewed. Because remember, you didn't interview them at once, yeah? You did it separately. So let's make sure that at least all of them are separate, yeah? Secondly, identify the core problem. what is the core problem that you're facing? Is it that your grapes are being spoiled? Yeah? Is it that the soap you're trying to sell is very expensive? Or people are no longer using the soap that they used to? Yeah? What is the core challenge you're trying to face? So based on that, mark the similar information on your sheet. So what happens is, using your marker, if you've seen, like for example there's if 3 farmers have told you their grapes are being spoiled, yeah? Just underline them, the different ones. So first so for example, it's here, yes? So from the 3 challenges, from the 2 challenges, for example, okay, now there are 2. But if there are 3, you get the 3 people and you underline the common challenges that they face. Cool? Cool? Okay. Then after that, yeah? You're seeing this on your book, yeah? Have you seen it? Yeah? In the first page. So, you see this, and you now write, what is the need that you've identified? You write it here, and who has the need. So for example, still on your program, you're going to write the need of the grape farmer, yes? Is the need for them to sell more grapes? Is the need to know when to farm, yes? Then based on that, who has the need? Grape farmers, yeah? Same thing with everyone. Who has the need? Yeah? Who has the need, problem, or desire? Then, what's the need? Then, who has the desire? But before, let's first spend 5 minutes, yeah? Understanding what I've told you, yeah? Understanding the similarities. Then at the end, that common problem we've identified, we write it here. Cool? Cool? I know the energy levels are going down since it's towards the end. But let's take this 5 minutes to do it quickly, yeah? 5 minutes. I just want to see if we have stock. For those who have not finished, I've given you 1 extra minute, yeah? Let's do 1 minute and we conclude. Okay, guys. One singer. One singer. Amazing. I love the energy. So now we are taking out. So check out means we are going to reflect on what we've done today. Yeah. We get prepared for tomorrow. Yes. So I'm sure at least everyone here has an idea about one core problem that they are facing. So here, this shouldn't confuse you. Need, problem, and desire is the same thing, yeah? It's just trying to say what is the problem out there, yes? Then, who has the need is just saying, who are you solving the problem for, yeah? So now, what we shall do now is, tomorrow, based on, one singer? So, based on the problems we've identified, tomorrow we're going to brainstorm unique solutions that we shall come up with to solve these problems. Cool? So tomorrow is the time when now we take these problems and solve them, because what are we? We're problem solvers, yes? We as entrepreneurs, does everyone believe they're entrepreneurs here? Who is not an entrepreneur? Everyone is, right? So we as entrepreneurs, we have to think like entrepreneurs, we have to walk like entrepreneurs, we have to become entrepreneurs. So tomorrow we shall brainstorm ideas and come up with solutions that will now solve these problems that we've identified. Yeah? But one hint I want to give you is this. When you go out now, if you can, try to do more interviews. What I mean by this is, if you interview 10 people, try to make it 20. Try to see, is this an actual problem? Because remember, an entrepreneur identifies the problem, solves it, and gets paid for it. Who does not get paid? Everyone. You want to get paid, yes? Yes. So meaning, we have to do what everyone else is not doing. We have to know what problem is it, identify, solve it, and get paid for it. Meaning, if we can understand the problem in a deeper level, then we can easily solve it, yeah? Is it easier to find a problem or solve a problem? Which one is easier? It's actually to find the problem. Because if you find a problem, it's easier to solve, yes? So we have to spend more time asking ourselves, is this a problem? So what I advise each and every team is, when we have our evening tea, go out and talk to your neighbors, talk to the people around you, talk to the people who are facing this problem. So if you have interviewed 10, make it 20 people. If you've interviewed 5, make it 15. So that you have a good understanding about the problem, yes? So that by the time we come tomorrow, we've already understood the problem well, and now we want to solve it. Cool? Cool. So lastly, before we check out, I want us to reflect. What stood out for you? What did you like today? What did you enjoy the most? Anyone wants to go? Was it the dancer? By the time we leave, we shall be good entrepreneurs, we shall be good dancers, we shall be good communicators, we shall be good speakers, yeah? Yes. Because we're here to have fun and also become entrepreneurs, yes? What stood out for you? What did you like from the things we've done today? You guys, you can't be shy. I don't work with that. Courage, yeah? Okay. So you got now, you have more courage to go and become an entrepreneur, go and Okay. By the end of Friday, you'll get more clarity as well. Yeah? Any other person? Who would like to want to say something? No?
One thing I liked was that you're supposed to involve the communities on finding out the problem. Not you generating it in the head, but you're not going to the community to know, because that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
So I like that you have to involve the customer and the people.
Yeah. So when someone gives a feedback, I want you to say, you see, I'm offending you every time, yeah? So what we do is we point towards that person and do this. So everyone point towards the person in your hand and do this. So this is, we're giving you these flowers, yeah? So now, what is it is correct. Usually, let it be any other entity. They do the work and they come the next day telling you, we're constructing this road. Yeah? They don't talk to the farmers, they don't talk to the community. We don't want to be that entrepreneurs, yes? We want to involve the community because at the end, who will benefit? The community, yes? So in every step of the way, as an entrepreneur, you have to keep on involving that community. Any other person? Yes? How to find the problem and solve it. Let's give me a call. Any other person? You guys, I want the ladies. No lady. One lady, please. What's your feedback? Anyone say something? Skill entrepreneur, yeah? Even by the end, you become even more skilled, yeah? Let's give out now. With that, thank you very much. We're 8 minutes in. I appreciate everyone for coming today. And I hope that you've enjoyed it. And as I said, this is just the beginning. Every day will become more fun, more engaging, and more learning experience, yeah? And as Dr. Manase said, this is an experiential learning, so we shall be learning while we do. We shall not just be sitting like this, yeah? So with that, thank you very much. Just to communicate tomorrow, please, let's be here early. Let's be here by 8:30, 8:45, so that we start immediately, and we can finish on time, yes? Yes. So with that, let's first give ourselves a very strong round of applause. And thank you for coming. See you all tomorrow. Please, let's be friends as well, so that people don't be late. If one of you is the neighbors, make sure you wake them up early and you come on time, yes? Cool? Okay. Have a good evening, everyone. Make sure you interview more people.